Yeah, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Let's go. Oh, man. What a crazy 48 hours. Stomach was on tilt. Not the typical stomach issues that you would think of. Make sure you hit that like as you come in here. But I'm back. Can't leave the game too long and need me. Yes. I did something different today. For people who have PayPal, who want to hit me on the PayPal, I got PayPal pinned to the top also. So I'm chilling, doing a little bit better, drinking a lot of fluids. Can't really eat too much, but I've been drinking a lot of fluids. I'm just tired of laying in a damn bed, so I had to get up and do something. Going a little stir crazy, remind me when I had that Rona. So I'm here. So without any further ado, I present myself, Doggie Down. Oh, my face is mad greasy. I put lotion on my face. No, I put beard oil on my face. Look a little crazy. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. It's Doggie Diamonds TV. This is a podcast. So as you can see, one of the moderators put the podcast in there. I'm on iTunes and Spotify. It's very, very essential that you go. And if you have Spotify, subscribe to my Spotify. And if you have iTunes, subscribe to my iTunes. Do I have all my lights on? Yes, I have all my lights on. It just feels different. I feel like I haven't been here in days and stuff like that. But yeah, I caught a little stomach bug, man. I don't know what happened. I was eating mad popcorn. I thought it was the popcorn. A few people in my house got sick as well as me. So I thought it was, I'm like, damn, that popcorn did me dirty. They gave me my money back at the popcorn store. But yeah, I was laying in the bed like 3 a.m. and my stomach was just making these dumbass noises. Then I'm like, yo, hold on. Then I got up, started throwing up. Stomach was just on tilt. So but I'm back though. So what's up, everybody? This is Doggie Diamonds. I wanted to go back into that build that I started last time, and I had to run to the airport. Go back into the build about conscious hip hop. So I didn't have a cold. I just had a bad stomach ache, which I still kind of have a little bit. I'm probably like 90% right now. So I just haven't been able to eat anything. Just been drinking fluid. I ate like some protein bars, but Cliff bars. I love Cliff bars. You know anything about me, the way to my heart is buy me some Cliff bars. So yeah. So I had to just chill out yesterday. I had to just relax, but now I'm back. I couldn't stay in the bed too long, but I slept a lot. But the first night I didn't really sleep that good. So I wanted to get back into the build where I was talking about conscious hip hop. You could look at the thumbnail for those who don't know what conscious hip hop is. Conscious hip hop would be hip hop at a particular point in time where we're talking about political awareness, community awareness, and what was going on, in the world abroad. And for some reason, I believe that the agenda was to just silence that because too many people were learning. And it's funny because when I did the bill, a brother hit me from London, and I never even realized when we started thinking about the what's the word I'm looking for? The educational system and the curriculum. I wouldn't know what the curriculum is like in the UK. So I don't know if if the students will grow up learning American history. Like what they, somebody maybe could verify this or whatever, but I wouldn't think that they would grow up learning who Martin Luther King is. And I wouldn't think so. It doesn't really, I don't see why, Maybe they did. I'm not sure. So maybe somebody could verify it, confirm or deny it for me. But I don't think they would grow up learning about Malcolm. Shout out to Armon Davis. I don't think they would learn about Malcolm and different things like that. So like he told me, he said, the way he learned about a lot of stuff that was going on in the States was through hip hop. And I was like, wow. So when they did it, the whole genre, a lot of our people around the world wouldn't know what was going on because hip hop became their newsletter, and hip hop became their teacher for many things dealing with history. So I found that to be crazy, and I think through hip hop at one point with the consciousness in hip hop, it was waking up people around the world. So our people that was um the people that was in maybe the UK and some of the Caribbean countries and stuff like that. I hate using the word Caribbean, but in some of those countries, you know, they got cheated too because there was things going on in the United States like police brutality. Because we have to understand, right? Police brutality and racism is different around the world. See, we have a certain type of racism because this country was founded off of racism. Their racism might be a little different than ours. Our racism, I think, is very, very blatant. I see different countries. I might see them interracial dating is not really too crazy in certain places, but here it's always been taboo. It's a little open now, but we're talking about the beginning, the early 90s, late 80s. It wasn't really like how it is now. And the way police brutality is, I mean, not talking about South Africa because they dealt with apartheid, but we rapped about apartheid. We rapped about what was going on in South Africa, all the way in America. So if you didn't watch the news, um, if you didn't watch the news, if you didn't have access to the news, and you from the UK or you probably wouldn't know what's going on in South Africa because you didn't see in the news. But via hip hop, you knew about Free South Africa, you knew these songs, you knew about self-destruction, you knew about the gangs, you learned about the gangs through hip hop because you got to remember there was no Bloods and Crips all around the world at one point. Now it probably is via hip hop spreading it, and they taking it from the streets, people and wanting to emulate that. Just like in New York City, we didn't really understand the gang culture till we started seeing the movies, till we started seeing Colors, Menace to Society, and Boys in the Hood. So film and music used to really, really, show us different things and what was going on in different regions. So when you think about hip hop, and hip hop is talking about when he said, when Brother Jay was like African, very African, and then when you looked on the back of the album cover and you seen all these symbols, you was like, when Brother Jay was like, some call it Ankh, it's a key. I never knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I never knew what that was. I just knew it was an ancient Egyptian symbol, but I didn't know what an Ankh was. I didn't know none of that. So when he said that, I was like, oh, if that's what an Ankh is, then now you see people wearing Ankhs. Instead of crosses and stuff, they wearing Ankhs. But I feel like being that so many people were learning via hip hop, and the vibration was changing, and people was like, they was on some old, you headed for self-destruction, we all in the same gang, and people doing records together. I felt like they was like, nah, it's no, if they unify and they start learning, they could really, really disrupt what's going on with the system. And then what they did was, when corporate America got into hip hop, that brought the bag in. Right? So now you could either be the broke rapper with knowledge, or you could be the rich rapper that's getting to the bag. They got the cars, the boats, the money, and all this stuff. But you ain't got to kick all that knowledge stuff. So think about it. I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Mac. In the movie The Mac, you had Goldie, and then you had his brother. His brother was a revolutionary. He had an organization. He was talking power to the people. He wasn't dressed in the clothes that we would look and say, yo, he fly and all that. He wore his little Scully, but he had an organization where he was talking about the system and all that. And then you had Goldie's pulling up. He got the rings, the chains, the girls, the cars. Who you think people gonna gravitate towards? And that's what I feel like they did in hip hop. They had it to where, yo, you could be rich. You could be rich. You could get everything you want. We'll give you everything you want. We'll make sure you have everything. All your desires could be fulfilled. Or you could be broke and trying to wake people up and do that. So this rich and this broke thing came into hip hop. That's why when people say, yo, I'm getting more money than you, or you broke, or you ever notice that's always the argument. People say, yo, you broke. But only we do that, though. Only black people do that to each other. So when you even look at the conscious community within itself, whatever that is, you'll see somebody like a brother Polite. He went from, talking a certain way to now he got on red hats and he always got on some designer stuff. So he don't even subscribe to being broke per se. He don't even subscribe to teaching people. He just subscribed to getting his money. You know what I'm saying? Getting his money and appearing rich. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd and he was a great boxer, he got minimum love. When he became Money Mayweather, he got a lot of hate. And he started promoting money. He got so much hate from promoting money that we started hating him, not even realizing he still was a good ass boxer and he never lost. But we still started feeling like, yo, I hate him because he always talking about his money. See, this is what happened, and they did the same thing in hip hop. So where now everybody's talking about what's going on with their bread, how much money they got. I got this type of cars. I got this, I got that. I'm getting to this bag and all that. So now it's at the point where we don't even listen to hip hop no more. There's never a point in hip hop to where we don't even listen to a certain type of hip hop no more because it doesn't exist. Everything is just all about how much money you got, how much money you get into the bag, how much how much women you slept with, how much, all that in the third, because that's really, really low vibrating shit. Now, everybody is striving to be rich. Everybody's striving to be famous because they think with fame come fortune, and it's not always true. A lot of times with fame just come fame. You could be a popular nobody. You could be a popular person that's broke, because when you Doggy, you got some euro in you. Okay, I'm glad you said that, because you ain't even got to worry about it no more. For the record, I just want to clear this too. I shouldn't even have to address that, but I will address that really, really quick, because person said I got euro in me. If you want to see my mother and father, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? One thing that these people do on this YouTube thing, y'all got it out for some people that y'all got it out for. Y'all dislike certain people that y'all dislike. And sometimes y'all be affiliating and associating me with certain people. So being that you hate them a certain way, you try to come in over here and hate me the same way. And y'all got to chill with that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like somebody on YouTube, dislike them for how you dislike them. Don't come over here with that shit, because I'm just going to block you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arguing with nobody. If you want to see my mother, you could. If you want to see my father, you could. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that shit is really, really corny. I never, ever in my life talk anything less than black man and black woman and black child. I never told black people they wasn't shit. I never went against black people on a larger scale. So miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you dislike somebody for why you dislike them for that. Don't come over here and play that shit with me, because you can see my hair. I got the same hair texture as all of y'all, but I shouldn't have to explain myself because I'm here building on a topic that nobody's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just confusing to me. But back to the real shit. So in hip hop, we got put in a situation to where you can sell 100,000, or you can sell 1 million. What you want to do? So, we got different things we got to take into consideration. We got situations to where we got families, we got friends, we got loved ones. At one point, hip hop was your way out, right? It didn't be. Now it's not the way out, because so many things is going on in the culture where you could go on Instagram and act an ass. You could go on OnlyFans and show your ass. You can do all types of things, right? So at this time, hip hop is not the end all be all right now, but At one point it was. And people really had skill. So people really, really knew how to rap, right? People really, really knew how to rap. Now anybody raps, right? But at one point, people really knew how to rap and they took it serious. You know, you had to be in certain ciphers. You had to be at the feet of certain people who have his name. You had to get co-signed. It's not like that no more. So at one particular time, when somebody say, yo, you could sell 100,000 or sell 1,000,000, you like, damn, like I got a family to take care of. Damn, what do I do? And what I can say is many people got phased out. So if you look at Public Enemy, X Clan, KRS-One, KRS-One is dope because those records stood the test of time to where something might come on now and you be like, damn, that's my shit. And you still rocking to it. But when you think about it, as far as substance, as far as longevity, as far as performance, as far as knowledge, he should be the richest rapper. He should be the richest rapper financially. But he made the choice to be rich in character, rich in knowledge, and rich in being a historical rapper forever. So some of these artists that got rich, that are rich, because it ain't a lot of them, they're gone. And I know a lot of artists who straddle the fence. I know a lot of artists who straddle the fence of, damn, I'm sitting here, I'm rapping. I want to wake the people up, but nobody want to hear this shit. Man, it's only a matter of time before I start talking this whipping the pot, spinning the block shit. Because it's easy. Everybody's doing it. It gets attention. Just like I've seen memes where I've seen women say, man, it's only a matter of time before I hit the pole. Because we got put in a system of capitalism to where if you don't have a certain amount of money, you can't survive. Many people live outside of their means, chasing something that we think we're supposed to chase based off of what everybody else is chasing, based off of what everybody else is doing. You know, social media in this day and time dictates more than it should. The average person is on their phone scrolling social media. So you're looking at everybody's illusion. You're looking at what you think. It's not what you know. It's what people present. It's what people project out there. People took 16 pictures to get the right picture. Right? So, yeah, she got a big ass. But you don't know if her ass is big, really. You don't know if it's real. You don't even know if it stink. He's on there talking this, a black woman needs stuff, and then you got the Derek Jacksons. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody could be who they want to be on social media. Anybody could be who they want to be for the world. It ain't too many people going to tell you, yo, my stomach was fucked up and I was in the bathroom for like 2-3 days, you know, because this is real. When we real, we real. When you're a real person, you don't have to fake. You don't have to be anything else but yourself because you get to live in your truth. Your truth is your truth. You don't have to front. I don't have to come before people in front. I don't have to come before people and be something that I'm not because I am who I am. I am what I am. You know, I don't have to be anything else because I'm comfortable, right? So with hip hop, this shit was really, really waking people up. You had dudes doing songs. We in the same gang. You had, and it wasn't conscious, but it was deep because you had Banging on Wax with the Crips and Bloods. Crips and Bloods, who historically were enemies for years, did an album together. The Crips and Bloods, Banging on Wax, they found a way to take all of that street madness and years and decades of beefing and shooting and killing and say, you know what? Let's dead this. Let's dead this. And let's find a way to show that we can stand together on an album and let's get some money. And that was big. Yo, that was really, really big. Now, I didn't, yeah, Pyro Love was dope. And rest in peace to OG Red Rum, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think, that was big. And again, it wasn't conscious to what we know as consciousness, but it was conscious for their world because it was like, hold on. If they could get together and build, maybe this color banging stuff was stupid. Then what happened when the corporations came in? And now you got to remember, when you dumb down hip hop, which has the biggest voice to the youth, hip hop has the biggest hip hop and video games. Hip hop has the biggest voice to the youth. When you dumb down hip hop and you take the knowledge, wisdom out of it, when you take that out of it, all you got is chaos. All you got is a bunch of talking heads talking a bunch of bullshit, and all you're going to talk about is how you can harm your people because you are oppressed and because you're in a situation that you don't want to be in, and you're angry, you're upset, your environment. So that's what music gets promoted. Now, what happens when that music get promoted? You help fill the morgues, you help fill the jails, and you get them organs going out. You get drugs in the community, which helps fill the morgues, which helps fill the jails, will get them organs out. So if we didn't kill each other at the rate that we did, if we didn't go to jail at the rate that we did, a lot of people wouldn't have jobs. So I don't know if y'all notice, if you go upstate New York, the town in certain places of upstate New York, the whole town is employed by this jail being here. If this jail wasn't here, the town essentially might be, nobody will have work because everybody work at the jail. But there are local people that work at the jail. So oodles and noodles get to make money. The cosmetic products, the soaps, the soups, everybody makes money, and we are the labor. We're the cotton. We're the cotton. So when hip hop was about uplifting and stop the violence and all that, they was like, hold on. They trying to fuck the bag up. They trying to fuck the bag up. How dare they take these Parliament funkadelic beats that they're using for gangster rap and rap some real shit over it? How dare they do that? How dare they do that? You got stuff like the Tavistock Institute that I want y'all to look at. You have somebody named Edwin Bernays. Edwin Bernays. Please look him up. Edwin Bernays. Look him up. See, it's things, there's information out here for y'all that we're not privy to certain information because we're not taught. But you can get the information if you want it. Right? But you have people so busy telling you how we ain't shit. You got so busy telling you this is why I'm tired of black people. You got this is who got propelled. This is who got pushed in the forefront. And it's the same thing even in this YouTube community and all that. You have some people that want to tell you stuff. You got people who want to build with you, but the fuck shit gets propelled. So if I was to come on here every day and build with y'all about certain things and talk to y'all, I think it is Edward. Matter of fact, let me search the name really quick because I always thought it was Edwin, but I think it is Edward. It is Edward. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it is Edward Bernays. I said Edwin. It's Edward Bernays. Watch some Okay, I'll go here really quick. Edward Louis Bernays was the American theorist considered as the pioneer in the field of public relations and propaganda. So, what I want to say, hold on. So PR in itself, public relations, was created for a propaganda campaign. So you have people like him who made up peanut butter and jelly, right? Who said peanut butter goes with jelly, right? Women being able to smoke. So they started putting it in commercials and stuff. But just look him up, Edward Bernays. Look him up on YouTube. And when you leave this video, look at some YouTube videos of him. It's really, really deep. And it's the same thing. What is every artist? Yeah, see, Touch 182. You said exactly what I said. He got women smoking, women wearing pants and stuff like that. So when you look at it's all social engineering though. So when you look at artists, what does every artist have? PR. They all got public relations. The PR tell them what to say. When they say something that they have no business saying, they PR come in. They PR come in and try to fix it. This is the same thing with hip hop. They release statements. That's the PR. The PR is the one to come tell you, yeah, he slapped somebody, but this is why he slapped them, and this is why he apologized. And matter of fact, you didn't even see him slap him. That's not what you saw. And you start seeing, yeah, maybe I didn't see him slap her. That's what all it's about. That's what came with hip hop. So when it started awakening people, and when we started listening to West Coast and understanding West Coast, and we started understanding the brothers from down south, when we started getting to all of this, we was like, yo, okay, it's room for them. It's room for them. It's room for them. Everybody is dope. Then they started saying, hold on, this region is making more money. New York, y'all gotta go. Because first of all, New York, y'all been hating on at all other genres. Y'all dislike all genres of music that's not y'all's. If a person's not building or kicking knowledge, y'all think it's whack. And we was on that type of time, because you got to remember, New York is the home of consciousness. You know, you got Malcolm X was out here. Marcus Garvey was out here. The Temple Number 7 was out here. Louis Farrakhan was out here. Dr. Khalid Muhammad was out here. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was out here. Dr. Khalid Muhammad is out here. So a lot of times, we always in, the father of law, the law school, Dr. York, give or take, it was out here. So we was about building. Most of the early hip hop was the guards. If you look at a certain era of hip hop when it was fly, that was the guards. That was Rakim. That was Kane. That was KRS-One. That was LL. A lot of them, even if they wasn't guard body, they represented God in a certain way. So it was very, very intelligent. So when other hip hop came out, that shit started making a lot of money. It started selling all these records. It started selling all these records. When the Ghetto Boys came out and NWA came out, we was like, what the hell is this? But then you look at their record sales, they're platinum. How are they platinum? How are they platinum? How are they selling all these records? Hold on. He shot somebody in the head with a goddamn pistol grip. And I was like, what the hell is a pistol grip? What is a pistol grip shotgun? I didn't know what that shit was. So we started learning from them, but we started learning gang culture. We started learning different types of criminality. We started learning, this is where these words, trap, bando, and all this stuff come from. That's not our words. So we started learning different things from other regions, but what we were learning wasn't the same as what we were taught, if that makes any sense. We was taught. I remember I loved ham and cheese. Oh, ham and cheese? Wasn't none like no damn ham and cheese. You know why I ate ham and cheese? Because I wasn't introduced to turkey and cheese. So the minute I remember one of the guards slapped my sandwich out my hand, he said, nah, go get you a turkey and cheese. Don't eat that shit around me no more. And I was like, I was mad, but I couldn't beat him. You know what I'm saying? So when I went and got the turkey and cheese, I was like, this is pretty good. I'm going to eat this from now on. But our record sales stopped going up. And there was only a few artists that would sell records, but they had to make these records that was considered to be selling out. So KRS-One going gold, KRS-One doing this started dwindling. They just wiped out Big Daddy Kane altogether. He tried to go commercial pop. It didn't work. LL Cool J lasted for a while, but you got to remember, he was like on a flagship hip-hop label. He was on a flagship hip-hop label, so he was going to be around for a while. So then you had these other regions. You had dudes with jerry curls. We didn't understand that. I remember when I was like, yo, he got jerry curls? What the hell? But he was saying some real criminal shit. He was talking some shit like, yo, hold on. I had the AK. I was like, what the fuck is an AK? That music got propelled. They started selling records. They started selling all this fucking records. And we was like, yo, we can't compete with that shit. Can't compete with that. We can't compete with that. So music label, record label started saying this, yo, look, y'all don't sell no records. So you had Brand Nubian. You had all of these artists that were on major labels that, shit, he just sold 2 million. You sold 300,000. We can't have you on this label no more. We can't push your product. And that was it. So then some of the brothers from the West started realizing what was going on. And they start trying to change. So Ice Cube went from NWA. Look at this. He went from NWA to Ice Cube, one of the most radical West Coast artists ever, dropping mad knowledge. Mad knowledge. To West Coast Connection. Bow down. So he fell victim. He was with Dr. Khalid Muhammad was with him. He got with Khan. The Nation of Islam was behind him. That was it. Bow down. Remember Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, Ice Cube melted on me. So everybody wanted a piece of the so-called ignorant rap because they was getting money. They was getting money. Like it was, listen, these dudes used to do videos. The video might be 20,000. Now they doing videos that's $500,000, $300,000 videos. The video, $1 million budgets. You don't think they wasn't going to take that? Getting played on the radio all day, getting all types of publishing checks. You don't think they was going to take that? They converted the whole industry to where we at now. So now, you don't think it's sad at one point, if I ask you to name all the conscious artists, because look at this thumbnail. That's not even everybody. But now, we can name the conscious artists on one hand. We can name them. We can name them. You don't think something is wrong with that? You don't think it's something wrong when we don't have an artist that don't push drugs, smoking, drinking, womenizing? He just rap, he just nice. The beats is dope and he just rap. You don't think something is wrong? You don't think that's by design? And I know, to see, a lot of y'all say J. Cole. But J. Cole is somebody who slipped through the cracks. Let me tell you why. If J. Cole is Jay-Z artist, right? He's Jay-Z artist, right? He's been introduced To us, is Jay-Z's artist, right? How come they don't have no songs together? How come he did a whole album with Jay Electronica, but didn't do nothing with J. Cole? And y'all keep talking Kendrick and J. Cole, but you can only name two artists. Y'all could type Kendrick Lamar till you blue in your face. You still can only name, if you can name the amount of conscious artists, something is wrong. It was a particular point where it was so many, you could not name them all. If you can name them, you don't think something is wrong with that? You don't think something is wrong with that? If you can name them, you don't think something is wrong with that? You don't think something is wrong with that? At one point, it was so many, and you still had the Kid and Plays. You still had the fun artists. You still had that. Now you keep, but what about J. Cole and Kendrick? But J. Cole and Kendrick, that's still only two artists. In a whole genre of music, of hip hop, you can name in two artists that are conscious? I didn't know you could make a song called Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe and still be considered conscious. Because if you're conscious, you don't use the word bitch. I just, that's not what I consider to be conscious, but some people love to call him conscious for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't really think Kendrick Lamar is that conscious. What I know to be conscious hip hop, I don't get that from him. I get a kid who could rap. I get a kid who's nice with the delivery and all that. But I don't see how he's that conscious. And y'all think whoever don't curse is conscious. That's not what consciousness is. Consciousness is when they're teaching you something and telling you something. I don't see how Kendrick is that conscious. But whatever. He made songs go swim. You know, I don't see how he's that conscious. But y'all keep throwing him in there. What about Kendrick? What about If you think that's what consciousness is, y'all never heard Public Enemy. Y'all never heard Boogie Down Production. Y'all never heard My Philosophy. Y'all never heard You Must Learn. You've never heard certain songs because y'all keep calling people conscious, but they're not conscious. You never heard Poor Righteous Teachers? You never heard Brand Nubian? They're not conscious. But we settle for anything now. Then when we get anything that's like it a little bit, we like, yeah, that's conscious. Shit is not conscious. And again, we spoke about Daylight. Daylight was a troll. You know what I'm saying? And he could rap. But again, how do you wipe out a whole genre of music? A whole point in music that's gone, does not exist anymore. Remember reggae? Roots and Culture? Remember that? Shabba Ranks? Remember? Don't hate on Conscious. He's got whatever. Anyway. I hate when y'all say don't hate on somebody. Could y'all find other words? It's 2022, and when you don't agree with something, the first thing y'all idiots say is don't hate. Who the fuck is hating? Could y'all find new words? It's 2022. When you don't like something, it's hate. See, I don't eat corn. Right? So if you eating corn and I say, nah, I don't eat corn. Why you don't eat corn? Because it has no nutritional value. Don't hate on corn. That's what y'all say. Y'all still saying don't hate on shit? Because somebody don't agree with you or don't like something? Y'all saying hate? You know how strong hate is? Think I fucking hate on something because I don't like it? That's not hate. Could y'all find something new? It's 2022. Anyway. Now look. At this particular time, hip-hop And reggae was almost one and the same, because when you think about reggae, you had roots and culture. You had them no bleach. They was making songs about not bleaching. They were making songs about not bleaching in reggae music. What do they do? What is one of the biggest things they do? They bleach. Your favorite reggae artist that, well, I don't know if he's reggae, but your favorite artist that y'all love and still show love to, Vybz Kartel, what did he do? And y'all love him. And he bleached his skin. So for me, all the music I like, as soon as he bleached his skin, I was like, nah, I can't. Come on, man. What type of message does that send? They was making songs, even though they made him apologize. Um, Boom, bye, bye. I don't even want to sing it. But they was talking about stuff that was politically aware because of how they were raised and what they believed in. So he made a song, Boom, bye, bye. You know what I'm saying? He made that song. He's still apologizing to this day for what he did and talked about a long time ago. But that was his consciousness. See, this is what they did. At this particular time in hip hop, if you had a conscious artist now, man, they would be protesting them. They would be banning them. They would be getting rid of them. If you say anything, I ain't want to say his name because I ain't want them to put it together because I said the boom bye bye. But anyway, they would get rid of them. They were talking about Bob Marley died, Jacob Miller died. I'm not sure anymore who's not. They had all these records that was fire. How do they wipe out the whole genre? It's gone. It's gone. Only way you're hearing any of that type of music, you got to go dig in the crates. It's gone. Capleton, it's gone. Because they were waking people up. They were giving people information. They was talking about what was going on in Jamaica in their communities. They were talking about police brutality, police corruption. They wiped that whole shit out. It's gone. You don't see something wrong with that? There is no more reggae. There's no more reggae music. You know how close in hip hop that was? Remember, they was one and the same. One and the same. To whereas even on hip hop albums, they would have a reggae artist on there. Well, they would do like a hip hop reggae song. Supercat. Biggie's rapping on that. Remember, roots and culture. What is roots and culture? Think about that. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. To where, like you said, white artists is winning music for reggae, right? Winning awards for reggae. Roots and culture. They got rid of the whole shit. They was waking people up. They was telling people shit. They was saying, don't bleach your skin. They was telling you, don't be no fun boy. To where they gotta be still apologizing. Still apologizing. It's over. R&B. Traditional R&B was about what? It was about love. It was about love. It was about heartbreak. It was about having fun. It was about togetherness. They made songs like Family Reunion. Ross Shiloh had a song called Slavery. I love that song. Look up Ross Shiloh, Slavery. Love that song. R&B, gone. They got rid of R&B. To where you started hearing shit like Eat the Booty Like Groceries on the fucking radio. Like what? But you gotta eat the booty like groceries. On the radio? Give me 3 R&B groups right now. Give me 3 R&B groups that's out right now that just put a record out in the last 5 years. Give me 3. No, no. Give me 2 R&B groups that put a record out in the last 5 years. Put them in the chat. Give me 2 R&B groups. Two R&B groups that put out music in the last 10 years. You don't see nothing wrong with that? How you gonna say Foreign Exchange? Man, that's Nicolay and Fonte. That ain't R&B. But it could be. Think about it. You don't see something wrong with that? I don't know who Silk Sonic is. I'm just keep it real with y'all. So y'all got me on that one. And 9 times out of 10, it might be type of music that I don't even like. And I ain't listen to no Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. But I get it. Who the fuck is Mink Slide? But y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Y'all don't think something is wrong with that? When they was talking about family reunion? When they talk about when a man loves a woman? Now they saying, sex you back to sleep? This bitch got me paying her rent, paying her. Y'all want to say Bruno Mars, right? This bitch got me paying her rent, paying her. That's R&B. Y'all don't see something wrong with that? So now through music, we just a bunch of people who don't care about each other, who don't love each other. YOLO, I'll kill that nigga, I'll fuck that bitch. Her pussy is so good. I'm slinging his dick on these bitches. I'm making these bitches lesbians. I sell mad drugs. I get coke money. I don't trust the homie. I'm smoking on a dead nigga. Fuck the ops. That's all we got. That's all we got. Where is any camaraderie? Where is any brotherhood? Where is any sisterhood in 3 genres? Hip hop, R&B, and reggae. It's gone. Why? Because they don't want us to love each other. They don't want us to care about each other. They don't want us to build. They don't want us to be in a place where they like, yo, hold on. These people really waking up. See, hip hop used to wake people up. I remember from Wu-Tang. It was white boys and loud records that thought they was God body. I bullshit you not. They was studying the lessons and they thought they was gonna be God. That was the influence that hip hop had. That was the influence that hip hop had. We had people studying lessons and fast from the hog and go, mama in the crib cooking, what she say, what did Meth say? Mama in the crib cooking cat, rat, and dog. That's pork. None of that shit's going on no more. Nothing. If you wanted to feel good right now, if you just wanted to just vibe out, clean the crib, and just relax, what can you listen to that came out recently? What the hell is going on? Hold on 1 second, y'all. That's better. Think about it. But that's they did this shit on purpose. All of this was done by design. All of this was done. All of this was done by design. All of this was done to where there's no love in the world. There's no consciousness. There's no awareness. There's nothing where we talking about what's going on. And if you say the wrong shit, you have your own people that don't say, you know what? I don't agree with everything this man say or do, but I get where he going with it. No, what people do, they make videos about you. Because this shit has taught jealousy. This shit has taught, look how many ads he got on his video. Or he got AdSense and he got this. This shit, all this shit is bred jealousy. All this social media shit, all this music shit, all this entertainment shit has bred jealousy to where people are pocket watching. People swear they know what everybody else has got and they're mad. Off an illusion. That's what this shit has done. So even if you sit here and you trying to build, if you sit here and you're trying to talk to people, you got these suckers that's sitting around trying to knock your bill. Build your shit. Build your shit. That's where we at. So look at hip hop now. Who we got? If you want to teach your children anything, don't you think something is weird when Coco Melon and Pink Fong is teaching the children more than people are? You don't think something is wrong with that? When your babies is being raised off YouTube and Coco Melon because the parents don't have enough knowledge or enough they can't articulate to teach the children? You don't think something is wrong? Think about that. Fucking Coco Melon. For example, let me just do something really quick for y'all. I like to show and prove everything. Hold on. Screen share. Where we at? I'm just gonna go to anything. I'm not gonna go to anything specific. I'll just go to Coco Melon. I'll go to Coco Melon. I'll just type it in. So these are nursery rhymes for kids. 245 million views 11 months ago. 8 hours ago, 125K views. 6,000 views per hour. The Wheels on the Bus. 146 million views 11 hours ago. 2 weeks ago, 25 million. This is this one channel. Coco Melon Nursery Rhymes. 133 million subscribers. Let's go to the about. Look at the views. How many views is that? Look at the views. How many views is that? Have you ever seen anything like that? Look at the views. Because this right here is already a million, right? This is already a million. Look. Look at that. Look at that. That's what the babies learn from now. That's what the children learn from. The wheels in the bus go round and round, and this is what they learn now. All that time that the YouTube became the children's babysitter when you're supposed to be reading to your children. People don't have time to do that because while your kid is on YouTube, you're scrolling social media. Talking about what you like and dislike. But when people come and they build and they talk about real stuff, you're not getting 145 million views. Shit, you'd be lucky if you get 10,000 views because you have to have a certain vibration, even in the YouTube space. That's why so many people are negative. That's why so many people make videos, diss videos, very videos, because people naturally gravitate towards fuck shit. They did it in hip hop, they do it in movies, they do it in everything. Anytime you anywhere you're trying to build, you're trying to talk about anything uplifting, anything positive, nobody wants to hear that shit. And as much as people say they want to hear this shit, you fronting, because if you wanted to hear it, then it would be numbers. The numbers will reflect that. That's why I tell people like. That's why I tell people to subscribe. That's why I tell people to share. Yeah, because it's not like every day I'm talking about the most positive shit in the world, whatever the case may be, but it's a balance. Because we still have to have fun, we still have to have a good time, but we don't have to have fun and a good time at nobody else's expense. So that's the difference. So as much as we do, nobody want to hear that shit. You know how you know nobody want to hear that shit? Because you could have an Instagram page called Forbidden Knowledge, and then you could have Shade Room. Now look what got more subscribers. Look what more people share. People like fuck shit. Why? Because you have been programmed to love your own demise. You have been programmed to love your own atrocities. You have been programmed to love your own trauma. You love your goddamn trauma. You love it more than anybody else do. The biggest marketing dollars in the world is the trauma of black people. And you know who the biggest consumers are? You. You buy into it. Anything that promotes your trauma, you buy into it. You follow people who promote your trauma. You follow YouTube pages who promote your trauma. You follow all the people who promote. We never do anything good. We don't graduate college. We don't graduate anything. We don't do shit. All we are is a bunch of people who get beat the fuck up, robbed, raped, police brutality, and killed. That's all we are. Anything we ever accomplished in the world is never ever promoted. Not even by our own people. Not even by our own people. These babies don't graduate from pre-K to kindergarten. There's no college graduates. None of us have done shit. We all ain't shit. What's the first thing we say? You broke. Y'all niggas is broke. Yeah, these broke niggas. Yeah, these broke niggas. That's all we are. All the chicks is hoes. All the dudes is pimps. We ain't shit. And that's all we ever gonna be, and that's all they talk about. That's why as soon as somebody, what was 6ix9ine argument? What was his last argument? What he did? Pull out a bunch of money. He never said I'll rap you. He never said I'll rap. See, the name of the game is music, right? He never said I'll out-rap you. He never said I'm better than you. He pulled out money. And with the money, you justify everything. You justify all your actions, everything you do, because of the money. That's how it is with everybody. When you argue with Whack 100, my living room is bigger than your house. That's all they, yo, you broke. You a bum. You ask for cash apps. You ask for donations. You on YouTube asking for money. So not all of us are corporate sponsored. Not all of us are corporate sponsors. Not all of us are corporate sponsors. Some of the people that you think we should be competing with are corporate sponsors. Not all of us is corporate sponsors. Some of us is independent. That's why our message don't get to change. That's why we get to speak like this, because we're not corporate sponsors. How are presidents elected? How are politicians elected? $1,000 plate. Always having fundraisers. You think all this shit that I got on here is free? You think me doing all this is free? You think I don't have to pay to have all these bells and whistles? To where I have people hitting me up saying, what program you use? I want my YouTube to look like yours. Don't say, yo, look, hold on. I need to know what's going on. Yo, I want to consult with you. What's your consultation fee? They don't do that. Yo, what's your such and such? So if somebody asking for, you think I'm going to get sponsorship and I'm talking this black shit? I'm talking this black people? You think you think they want to hear the shit that come out of Bliz's mouth? He talking about liberation? You think they going to pay for that shit? You think we could get corporate sponsored with that? You think we asking for money so I could say, yo, I'm dropping the money. I'm getting money. So I got a new car. I got a new, I got a Hellcat outside. I just bought some new chains and all this shit. You think they paying for that? So then you run into the YouTube world of the rich people on YouTube. And then the people on YouTube that's considered to be poor. To where they phase certain of us out. People with a voice, people who really saying shit, people who talking about certain shit, people who could give you clarity, or just even if listen, even if for an hour I might have talked bullshit for an hour. If 10 minutes I gave you something that you never knew, never heard before, and you was able to go and change your life off that. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. And for the record, that's not the real scheme team, and that's not the real Five Guard. Y'all weird. So dudes who be cloning people's name and putting it in the chat, y'all just weird. Y'all need to get y'all life together. But this is where we at. But again, when you talk a certain way, yeah, always complaining on YouTube. He angry, he mad, he's bitter. You give me one black man and black woman in this country that should not be angry and mad about the atrocity that happened to us and that's happening. But I'm not mad at y'all. I don't take it out on y'all. I say fuck the system. Fuck them. When they try to control what I was doing, when they was trying to give me liquor to sell, when they was trying to give me vape, when they was trying to give me blue chews to sell, and they was telling me it's hard to sell urban stuff because of what you're talking about. You're not talking about certain things. You're interviewing artists. The podcast that work is this. And I started thinking, so hold on. The podcast that work, I ain't gonna say it because I think people might start trying to do it, but that's what works? That's what the highest rating, highest selling podcasts are? Huh? Hold on. What the hell is going on? So if you give me blue chews and I say, hey, what's up? This is Doggie Diamonds. Right now, if your money don't get right, eat these blue chews. What am I doing? I'm selling you sex. If I come on and say, Yo, what's up? This is Doggie Diamonds, man. Make sure you drink that new Ciroc. I'm gonna look like I'm full of shit because y'all know I don't drink. If I get on here and I say, hey, what's up? This is Doggie Diamonds, man. When I'm in the crib, I use these pens. You know I don't smoke. So, there are no black men and women that don't drink, don't smoke, and not overly sexual. We're not, see how they look at us. This is how they view us. This is what they did to us in hip hop. This is what they did. So that's why in hip hop, you got to just be fucking all crazy. You got to be drinking all crazy. You got to be smoking all crazy. And you got to be doing all types of drugs. That's what they did. They do this shit all around the board. So when I was in CBS, the Viacom building, and I spoke to the woman, I ain't going to disrespect her because she definitely was respectful and she definitely was pushing for me to win. I went there every week and shot my podcast. But she was like, you know, it's difficult because for your genre, this is what they had to offer. This is what they wanted. And I'm like, I can't do liquor stuff. I can't do it because I don't drink. I would look like a, but if I had a did it, right? Say I did it. And I said, you know what? I'm getting my bag. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Because that's what everybody else do. Everybody be like, yo, I don't care what y'all think. I'm getting my bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what y'all think. Because y'all can't call me broke. At least you can't call me, you call me what you want, but you can't call me broke. I got offered all that shit. And I didn't take it. Because Blue Chews, if your money can't get hard and you need a Blue Chew and you black, something is wrong with you. You gotta get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to come here today, give y'all that second bill. And for those who say, yo, I don't promote my Cash App and I don't ask people for money, good for fucking you. Good for you. Okay? Because some of these bills that we put up ain't even monetized. They can't even be monetized because the shit we talking about. Sometimes they straight up and down, it'll be monetized and then it'll be yellow and it says by manual review, this video cannot be monetized. And I say, well, Blizz, we might have talked about something that they didn't like. Or by manual review. It just is what it is. So again, this show has nothing to do with hip hop. That's because you're dumb and you just got here. That's because you just got here. The show is over already. But see, this is my thing, right? And it's for everybody. If you don't like what I say, you don't have to be here. I'm not forcing nobody to stay here or be here. If I was by myself in the world, I still would talk. Still got something to say. And if I talk to myself every day and didn't talk to nobody else, if I didn't know anything else, listen, if I talk to myself every day, if I talk to myself every day and then talk to nobody else, at least I know I'll be talking to the realest person. But yo, Love and Hip Hop. I mean, this is the thing. You said Love and Hip Hop. This is what they do. They always put in hip hop, Hot 97, the home of hip hop and R&B. Where? Hot 97, the home of hip hop and R&B. Where? Today is Easter. If this was 90s, like 93, we be getting fly. We be getting our clothes. We be getting our shit together. We'll be going to Coney Island. We be going to 40 Deuce. Hip hop taught us a lot of the fake shit, the fake holidays. Hip hop was teaching us, listen to KRS-One, you must learn. Listen to KRS-One song, Higher Level. Dead Prez. Oh man. What happened to Dead Prez? I need that answer. Seriously. I need to know what happened to Dead Prez. Because yo, they was on to something. I remember I never used drugs, but Stickman had a song, I Know I Can, I Believe That I Can, I Know I Can Get This Dope Out My Veins. I was like, yo, I don't even use drugs, and I never use drugs listening to this. You don't never hear nothing about that. But subliminally, Percocet, Molly Percocet. Now they're saying, think how deep this is, right? This is in hip hop, right? Now, if you pay attention, that song, Mask Off, that was the name of the song, Mask Off. That Future song was fire. The beat got you. You was won over. You was hypnotized off the beginning of Mask Off. That sample was fire, but Percocet, Molly Percocet, that shit was so subliminal in your subconscious that you could be in situations to where you might be in a certain setting and you don't drink or smoke, or you don't do Molly and Percocet, but that shit is so infectious and so in your subconscious, you be like, yo, let me get one of them pills and eat one. How you think most of that shit started with people? Dudes wasn't just sitting in their crib and say, I think I'm just gonna go out and cop some perks and eat them. No, that shit didn't happen like that. It was in a social setting. That's where all this shit happened at. That shit was a song to hypnotize you. Seriously, that shit was a song to hypnotize you. And then you know what that dude said? I don't even drink lean like that. Think about that shit. Look that shit up. He said he don't even drink it. So if you don't drink it, why you selling it to other people? Because that shit was to market it to us. Now look, they putting that fentanyl shit in the perks now. They killing motherfuckers. You know how many people are dying from drug overdoses? Everybody's diagnosed with something. Everybody. And what does Mask Off mean? Just look at the movie Eyes Wide Shut. They all had on masks. They were fucking dying. People are dying from drug overdose. Everybody is straight up and down. Everybody is diagnosed with something. Everybody has some type of mental illness or ailment. Everybody now. People were eating Xanax for nothing. Xanax bars. I ain't gonna say the name, but a rapper. I interviewed him. And this shit was a little while ago. He got lost on the train. He ate a Xanax bar and nobody knew where he was at. Xanax bar? What the fuck is a Xanax bar? What is a Xanax bar? But now they was able to take the conscious. Crack is whack. Remember, conscious hip hop. Crack is whack. Crack is whack. That's what conscious hip hop used to do. Crack is whack. Don't smoke crack. Now, custies. The rappers is custies. How could you listen to somebody that's a custy? No, for real. How could you listen to anybody that's a custy? Know why? He getting to the bag though. He getting money. This is what they do. So you could be like, these broke bum ass niggas, look how they dress. Look at what they wear. Look what he got on. All these dudes is custies. You pull up. You're a custy. You pop perks. You're a custy. You smoking certain type of weed. You're a custy. You drinking excessive liquor all day, every day. You a custy. You know why? Because a lot of those drugs are prescribed. They're prescribed. They're prescribed. Lean is prescribed. Percocets is prescribed. Certain weed, medical, marijuana card, prescribed. You're right, and I want to address that really quick. L. Grice 2643. Yo, doggy, some people have anxiety and stress disorder, etc. that take Xanax. So, okay, let me ask you something. Is Xanax a cure for anxiety or depression? Or is it a coping mechanism? Is it something that you take when you have a panic attack or you have anxiety, you take it? Or does it cure it? So you could be prescribed anything. Does it cure it? Or do you still have it? And you just got to take these drugs. You still a custy. Regardless, still a custy. What is a custy? It's a customer. And you know that big fuck. Look, they took Crackers Whack out. They took all of that out and put all the drugs into hip hop. Did you ever think it was a time, ladies, did you ever think it was a time that you would know a guy who's 25, 35, he take pills? Did you ever think that you would know? I remember being young and having a headache and my grandmother holding me down to give me children's Tylenol because I didn't want to take no pills. Think about it. Dudes is taking headache shit and don't have no headache. They taking shit for headaches and don't have no headache. I once seen a person say, damn, yo, where could I get some Benadryl from? What you need Benadryl for? Now I'm trying to go to sleep. Benadryl? So that's why they dumbed hip hop down. That's why they don't want you to hear conscious shit again. Because if you hear conscious shit, you're going to get off of drugs. There's going to be more love in your life. You're going to love yourself. You're going to love everybody else. You're going to be politically aware. You're going to be socially aware. You're going to be economically aware. And they can't have that for what they doing and what they trying to do to us. They can't have that. They can't have that. How dare you? How dare you not want to use drugs? It's so crazy now. The chicks know how to roll weed. I remember being young. The girls ain't know how to roll up. Seriously. Now I see girls sitting there. I'm like, oh shit. This shit is crazy now. This shit is crazy. The girls know how to roll weed now. I remember being young. And the girls like, I could buy the weed, but I don't know how to roll up. Now, they sit here and fucking roll by themselves and smoke. And again, do what you do. But I'm just telling you, if you think smoking this makes you smart, I love Mike Tyson. Not afraid to say it. Love Mike Tyson. Always looked up to Mike Tyson. He's a fellow Brooklyn dude. Rags the Riches story. Love the way he boxed. Okay, you want to keep spamming my shit with your podcast? Now you could kiss your ass goodbye because nobody's listening to your shit. So you could just stop that. I love Mike Tyson. Bro, I'm from Brooklyn, right? Now look, you don't find it strange that Mike Tyson was once one of the richest people in the world, one of the most successful boxers ever, that went broke, is a convicted rapist. I don't think he did it, but he's a convicted rapist, whether we like it or not. And then his prominence and his rise back to society is because he does drugs and smoke weed. You didn't notice that? You didn't notice that he smoked weed and he smoked the toad and he smoked this and he smoked that and he ate mushrooms and you don't find that kind of ironic that he's now everybody loves him again? You don't see something, you don't think something is wrong with that? That out of nowhere, he's back in mainstream. He's back in mainstream because he's smoking weed all the time. He's ate mushrooms in front of you. He's smoking the toad. And you don't think something, you don't look at that shit like, hold on. Huh? You don't think that out of nowhere they just put him back like in the spotlight? And he didn't have shit at one point. He was dead broke, and you don't notice that? And now he has a weed farm. He has like a fucking ranch, Tyson Ranch. Think about that. Shit is crazy. But again, he smoked the toad. But again, we in a day and time where the more we promote dysfunction, the more we get rewarded. That's where we at with all this shit. Yeah, he made edibles that look like Vander Holyfield ear. I can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And most of the dudes who have strains, not Mike Tyson, but most of the dudes who have strains, they don't own it. They're just figureheads. Facts. But all right, I gotta go. Come on, DJ. Come on. Please don't type the same shit over and over and spam it. Okay, you want to type it again? You typed it like 4 or 5 times. Okay, that's how we handle this. But yeah, I'm Doggie Diamonds, man. As y'all know, for only $100, I'll promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website, my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Many times people say, yo, how can I get an interview with you? All you got to do is hit me on Instagram. Not a crazy price. Yeah, and I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, because there'll be a next time. I gotta go. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Don't eat all the kids' Easter basket candy. Don't be hiding them. Don't be finding all them colored eggs. Don't be don't eat all them Easter bunnies. I know what y'all do. Y'all be using these holidays and be saying it's for the kids, and y'all be doing shit. Eating all the Easter eggs and shit, boiling eggs, coloring them with the kids, Easter egg hunting, eating them Easter basket candy. And I hope some of y'all eat that Easter grass by mistake, trying to blame it on the damn kids. The marshmallow peeps, exactly the ninth power. So cut the crap. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, peace.